Hey guys, welcome back to another one of our random wee adventures. We have made it to the magical Aberdeenshire along with the sheep and the coos, and we are here to actually find a souterrain, which is like a French word for like a building under the ground apparently. But here we call them earth houses. So let's go have a wee look at Culsh Earth House. So this here, guys, is probably Scotland's best preserved earth house or souterrain or whatever you want to call it. Underground burrow, like a rabbit hole. They say it's about 2,000 years old, and it was discovered in like the 1800s when it had intentionally been filled up in like the 2nd century apparently. Something quite marvellous. You wouldn't have a clue that anything is underneath there, right? So let's go in and then have a wee chat. Us inside this incredible structure. I can pretty much stand up straight now. At the very beginning it's like half a metre high, but in the centre you have a grand opening. So the narrative tells us that these were built for like grain storage. It's a very difficult place to try and show on camera. But if this was built for grain storage, then it's unbelievable feat of skill and craftsmanship to try and build this. What I also find pretty interesting is the fact that it's not dry, it's pretty damn damp. And if you look at the stones above us, they're absolutely massive. It's so difficult to show that on camera, but they are humongous. The stones that make up the roof, like giant slabs. Unbelievable. Let's go back out, because I'm not doing a very good job of filming this, so let's go back out. So this here, back into the passageway, 15 metres in length this passageway, and you'll come back out the burrow. So these similar earth houses can be found all over the old Celtic world. France, southern England, Wales, Ireland. And this is actually the first one I've ever been to in Scotland. They say there are much larger ones, or evidence of much larger ones in Tayside, and then much smaller ones in like the Northern Islands or like Orkney. But here at Culsh, we kind of have a middle range earth house, let's say. Oh yeah, the narrative really doesn't make much sense to me. Like, some of the theories include like that these were built for storage for the clansmen that would have sold grain to the Roman army as they came and invaded into Scotland, and intentionally being filled in when the need for it wasn't there. I'm not so sure about that. And then we also have kind of dates adding up with when the Romans left Scotland, and maybe they came in and they intentionally filled it in and the locals never pulled it out. Sorry, but I can't. None of that makes any sense to me. I'm just giving you their narrative. For me, I think this probably has some kind of spiritual, shamanistic purpose. Perhaps there are vibrations inside this tomb, this chamber, which we don't understand today. I'll go back in and I'll see if I can get some better footage, because it's really hard. See, now is a point that I can stand up in. You can see these stones better much better if we're not in night mode. You can see the size of those stones are just unbelievable to make up the roof. And then we have what some people believe depict four bodies. The body and the head. You can see it much better like this. Incredible. Beautiful. Our ancestors left this. Oh, they created it with so much dedication, man. This place is very special. The fact that the ceiling is almost dripping of dampness kind of makes it clear and evident to me that this was not used for grain storage. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Wouldn't make any sense. You put grains in a place where it's like leaking, and then the fact that when the archaeological dig was actually done and they pulled out all the dirt that had been filled in, they never found any grains. They never found any kinds of food storage here. They didn't find any significant items from the period of time which this was built or filled in. So, yeah, magic. I think this was a place for worship. This was a place to connect. Culsh Earth House is right next to a wee village called Tarland, and Tarland's got an incredible ancient history. Totally recommend you come in and check it out yourself. But I have some stone circles and some ancient buildings to check out in another time. I have to say goodbye to yous, and yeah, I hope you do enjoy it. I hope I kept this video short and sweet, even though it took me hours to get here because it's in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. But yeah, hit subscribe, give me a thumbs up, comment, all that good stuff in that. You can even buy me a brew if you want to do that. But aye, till the next time, cheerio the new.